Now, speaking of a Blitz freakout, let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like, share the show. It's House Sparks Mega Worldwide. Spread the show about, will you? Alex Jones and Owen have split. I don't know how we're all going to deal. We're all going to hold it together. I don't know if any of us have the strength to deal with the emotional impact. Because if they can't keep it together, how can the rest of us hope to hold on? What chance do Taylor and Travis have if Owen and Alex... Okay, all right. I honest to God, I have no idea what the real reason is behind their blitz and freak out, but Boston Brian mentioned this to me, and I just had to take a look. I'm just saying, it looks bad. Exclusive, Alex Jones exposes why Owen Schroyer really quit. I think he was fired for growing a mustache. Didn't he have like the long Amish, for the longest time he had the Amish beard, no mustache? And everybody's like, you look like you got a restraining order to stay away from schools. You might want to try and grow a mustache there and look a little hardier. So here it comes. Oh.
Balmer Spanish.
More like baller Spanish. These are the ads.
Why has no one told you that memory loss can be reversed without expensive medication?
By putting baking soda on the back of your neck?
I am a crack whore. He's like, here's...
Hold on. Okay, obviously, I'm coming in the middle of something.
You are a snake. You are a rat.
What?
You are a fraud.
Me?
You are a backstabber.
What?
You are a handbiter.
No.
You are a disgrace.
And I am not. How dare you, sir? What have I ever done? What is this madness? All I have ever done is mock your bloated corpse incessantly while you have this ridiculous dick compensation set behind you. That's all I have ever done. Also, clean up your desk.
Oh, if it's his personal life, I don't know if it's stuff he's smoking.
Look out!
But I've seen a lot of people get paranoid, you know, that smoke pot and go nuts.
Have you? A lot of them?
But, I mean, I can just tell you this right now, that I'm not here to be shed on or stabbed in the back. This crew isn't your punching bag, and we did nothing to you but be loyal. And you're...
This crew? You mean the two guys there? The guy that turns the lights on and leaves, and the other guy who points the camera and leaves?
5-hour extravaganza of little puppy dog that doesn't know why, and he just wanted to come back and shake my hand. He starts talking to me like he's literally a pimp, and I am a crack whore.
Well, okay, so he's a friend, and you've known him for a while, and he knows your what is it? Your love language? Talk to me like a crack whore. The Alex Jones love language.
It's like, here's how it's gonna be. I'm leaving. And blah, blah, blah. Well, what's the problem? What's the thing? Well, I mean, what can we do? I mean, you know, I don't understand. He's like, well.
I feel like don't you feel like you were there in the room? Wow, I love behind the scenes moments.
Just gone on too long and whatever. But I'll tell you this, if you're really desperate,
he's really
you
desperate.
can pay me more money. But I'll tell you this, I'm going to promote my new show on Infowars.
What the hell? What kind of Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens if they all get greedy at some point, you know, just because somebody gets a look at the books and realizes you're shuffling millions of dollars, allegedly, to your dad so you can hide it from everybody else, and realizes when he sees the receipts that he's getting stiffed and all he wants to do is promote his own show on there. Like, nope, that's it. I'm not a crack whore. Wow, this escalated quickly.
And I went, which again, I'm not even against him having a show. If he was nice, I was just like, it was just kind of like, I was like, well, I said, in the bankruptcy stuff, I can't really give you a raise. But I said, that's okay, Owen. He goes, well, you know what? As a favor for you, I'll come in and do a week. And I'm like, no, that's okay, Owen. That's fine. I wish you well. And
sorry, this is brutal. I hope you guys have some tissues handy.
Hung up and literally got a tear in my eye because he was talking to me with just like Patrick Bateman or something. So then he raped.
Wait, like Patrick Bateman, Christian Bale's character in American Psycho? Did he like lean across the table when the music was playing too loud and go, I'd like to chop your fucking head off and wear your skin as a hat, right? All right, sorry. You were saying? Here we go.
Is out and goes on air and is like, I'm just leaving because, I know I can't talk about Trump and, I know it hurts Jones's access and, he really, all innuendo. He didn't have the guts to just tell the pure lie that I told him to do stuff, which I didn't. And a bunch of other stuff. I haven't even watched half of it. It's just so painful to watch.
Well, if you haven't watched half of it, how do you know he didn't go ahead and tell the full lie? All right, never mind. This is broken. Again, I only dream that some of us can still find hope. If this is like Bogey and Bacall, or Roseanne and vodka.
He's sitting there manipulating and wriggling around like a snake, trying to make it as bad as he can, but skate the edge so he can say, I never did that, because he's got the whole crew knows it's not true. He's got the...
Now that whole thing about weed making you paranoid, and I've seen you smoke weed with Joe Rogan, I think it was, so I know you do. Is there any chance, and I know I'm going out on a limb here, that you're speaking from experience, because it sounds like weed paranoia is kind of your brand.
Host, no, it's not true.
Yeah, for the record, without the segment of the population that weed makes paranoid, this asshole wouldn't have a show. I'm just like, for the record.
He then runs on air and is like, I just wanted to...
By the way, this is edited like fucking crazy. This is their clip. This is 48 minutes long. I'm not going through all of it, obviously. But in 2 minutes, we've seen like 8 cuts so far.
Come back for a week and shake his hand and thank him. But he didn't. He doesn't want to be my friend. Meanwhile, let me tell you how it is. I mean, literally, yeah, no, it's all over. There's nothing. You can't get me back. I tell you, though, if you're really desperate. And he said that, and I went, excuse me? There was more, and he goes, well, I mean, if you want to do something really desperate. And he was really getting off on it. And I'm like going, this is an evil son of a bitch, man. Wow, I had a snake around here. I had no idea.
Well, then, real quick, I'll put a pin in whether or not you're a good judge of character in terms of people kind of in general, and therefore, in your own work life, and that you'll just sidle up to anybody who says the right shit who could turn out to be awful later, Donald Trump. But the point is, maybe you should stop if you could be this fooled by someone this close to you in your orbit that you let run your show and speak on your behalf for weeks at a time. If you can be that bad a judge of a character with that guy, maybe you have no fucking business telling people what to believe and what not to believe, since you're a gullible prick. I'm just floating that out there. That if you could be so bamboozled by someone so close to you for so long, and whether he's evil or not, and whether it's just he's butthurt about a personal breakup over something immaterial. But if he's going to sell the idea that he had a snake and he had no idea, why the fuck should anybody listen to you? He had to leave for you to kick him out. What the fuck? How does that work? You're that big of a gullible dickhead? Why the fuck should we believe anything you say? Beyond all the other reasons not to believe anything you say. especially the largest logical fallacy about the entire Alex Jones thing, which is if there was a big, powerful elite group and he was really telling the truth about him, they'd have killed him a long time ago in an aircraft, or he would have suicided himself in the fucking woods, like tends to happen to people who write for the San Jose Mercury News or become Congress people from Minnesota, for example. That you would kind of disappear, right? So the only other reason you haven't is because you work with and for them and you tell everybody exactly what they want to hear to distract them from the real shit. And the minute you start to get on some of the real shit, they pay you or play you out the door to stop it. And you play along. Because it's this or back to cable access. That's the legit reason why Alex Jones is full of shit. Based on his own words and his own deeds for a couple of decades. But the part where he apparently was getting fucked by Schroyer this entire time, and the guy was a snake and evil, and he let him run his show and all this stuff, again, that alone should be enough evidence, beyond the fact that you shit on the Sandy Hook parents, to never listen to any conclusion you come to. You can read a news story all you fucking want. You can hold up another news story, but the links that this asshole creates between them should now and forever be questioned by his viewers if he couldn't see that some of his most... I mean, you and I know this. But fuck me.
And I literally started getting the tears in my eyes because he was...
Literally?
down like an old house. It burns up in like 2 minutes. He's burning down. I'm just like, oh, and I gotta go, man. And I literally stumbled in the pool and I was just like, And I was like, I'm gonna take the high road. I called the crew. I said, let's be nice, let's be sweet. And then I started seeing the clips. And Owened, man, you're a piece of crap, brother. All right. And if I was anybody, I wouldn't turn my back on Owen Schroyer. So, I mean, he...
Is that because he was your Coke supplier? Is that what that was?
Snake to the next level. So, Owen Schroyer's dead to me. If he goes on air and repents to Jesus...
Drama!
And apologizes for being demon-possessed or whatever it is he is, then I will forgive him.
Well, what if he's a lying snake? I mean... how can you trust that he's not doing it just because he's doing the bare minimum of what you told him to do? I mean, I'm not trying to make you like paranoid or anything, but
he thinks that he would like absorb us as a launch pad and lie about us to make himself a victim so he could project himself and launch his own show when he cut and run and didn't even call me or didn't even say anything or didn't.
Getting pretty Glenn Close in here.
Say, hey, what can I do? He just cut and run and said, I'm done with you people. When Bloomberg and The Onion came in here and ransacked this place, and we stood up to him and won thanks to your backing and God's providence, and
what?
The whole time,
he
was trying to cut and run. But then when he figured out that, oh, it's still there, he slunk back over, and I never even came to him and said, hey, it's good to have you back, man. Glad, blah, blah. Just, yeah, okay, sure. Just like, people say, why was you swinging around like that? Because I wasn't going to give him what he wanted. I knew what he was going to do, but I wanted to make sure. It's one thing to know what somebody's going to do, but it's another to wait till they do it. And he did it worse than I thought.
Wait a minute. I got a quick question. When did Alex Jones's like transition music get so quite the show you got there, Alex? How dare you, sir? Sir, how dare you? This is my soul. Hey, like, okay. So, is this the top of the did they just play this shit on a loop? Hold on a second. And back up here, you stupid asshole. Okay, hold on. I want to see if it continues a little bit or if it's the same stuff. Usually,
betrayal is
fun. No.
of the most despicable things there is.
Okay.
And particularly betrayal that is carefully crafted.
Uh-huh.
And that is premeditated.
Uh-huh. It's
You know, that someone who acts like they're your friend is plotting and scheming and
Uh-huh. They're plotting and scheming.
manipulating.
Uh-huh.
And to just disregard it because you're a loyal person. And then to see
How
that
terrible.
individual betray not just you, but the crew and the idea of what we are and how embattled we are, and to try to cast us as the villains and he as the hero and the victim.
Oh,
I
no.
will not put up with it.
No, he will not.
It is the holy grail out there to be censored, because when you really are censored, people want to Streisand effect find out what's been censored. And I've been really censored. I've been really attacked, and so is InfoWars.
Oh, no.
But I've never accused people of censoring or oppressing me who didn't do it.
Oh, no.
And we had another talk show host about 6 years ago post on Twitter that we were censoring him. He didn't say what. I came in to him and I said, what did we ever censor? What did we ever do? And he said, I'm not talking to you about it. You know you're censoring me. And I said, how? I said, listen, do it again, you're fired. And about a year later, they were uploading his morning show, and this happens, you know, every once in a while, and only the first hour went up, and he flipped out and went online and said that he was being censored by us. And I called him up, and he started yelling at me, don't you give me that. And I said, the guys, all the time we upload stuff to everywhere. They'll upload it. We don't even know, what were you talking about? He was just bashing Trump.
Oh, no.
And I said, that's it, you're fired, man.
Sounds like censorship. Yeah.
Not because of what he was saying about topics, but because he was saying we were censoring him. So, and that
So
was
tell
David Knight.
anybody. Yeah.
So I've got a real problem with this, and I took the high road on that because I wasn't very close to David Knight.
Right.
And he was kind of the grumpy old man, and
rough.
was just frustrated that his show wasn't as popular as mine, and I promoted it, and just had a chip on his shoulder.
Can you imagine? I can't. Okay. Can you imagine if I came on this show, no matter how long I'd been on the air, and was like, okay, Boston and Brian, you know, and I've been friends for a long time, but that guy, he came on my show and he's like, I want to do my own show and I'm going to do reaction clips and stuff like that. And that snake in the grass, like, and, you know, and then Andrea's, you know, she's booking guests and all this kind of stuff. And I just have to say that, like, you know, some people, can you imagine that? Like, for real. What a goddamn. Do you know how self-involved you have to be to, even when it's real, make this somebody else's fucking fault or business or anything else, and not just take the high road and move the fuck on? Like, you know, like a delicate little fancy pants you have to be to fucking dedicate an hour of your show to, like, how dare he leave us like this, and he'd go on and say, oh, you're gonna say all this stuff about you, and I was like, oh, pearl clutch, everybody, pearl clutch, everybody, pearl clutch. That's just fucking amazing. Pearl clutching, right? Pearl clutching, everybody be pearl clutching, right? Yeah, seriously, the bloated ballsack Karen of Austin, Texas. Please make a me song. Okay, it's a good idea. Although all singers know that song. Me. All right, now enough of that. I'm sure there'll be more to the Alex and Owen, you know, chronicles. These are the days of our lives. All my children and Owen. Yes, the Desperate Housewives of Infowars. Oh, man.